to go into just some of the options with adjustment on the Limb Driver Micro Elite. Obviously we have the micro adjust, elevation, and windage, but what a lot of people might not know is the actual options you have inside to adjust this as far as your elevation and windage goes. So I'll start out with the elevation here. If you take your elevation bolt all the way out and take this apart, you'll see that there's 3 different holes here, and there is a pin here, and that's what runs your micro adjust. And if you can take that pin and obviously put it in the bottom hole, put it in the middle hole, or put it in the top hole. So obviously they come set up in the middle hole. So you get it in that middle hole there, it's good to go. Take that, tighten it back down. Now with the windage, you've got the same adjustment. You've got 3 hole positions here for your pin, same pin, but you've also got 2 completely different bolt patterns in there. So you can take and put this in whichever hole you want for the pin, and then once you get it in there, you can adjust which hole you want the actual bolt in, the windage bolt too. So you can put it here or here. Just gives you a few more options for your windage there. Also on the shaft, you can move the blade over if you want. So you can move this blade over a whole position or keep it where it is. Another adjustment that you can have is the spring tension. Obviously this is an adjustable spring tension rest just like all the others are. The spring tension on the Micro Elite is out here on the end. With the Pro, it's going to sit in here a little bit, you're probably used to that, or on the Pro V, it's actually sitting out here. So with the Micro Elite, it sits out on the end. Typically with spring tension, where they are set from the factory is a pretty safe bet on keeping it there. I usually tell people not to mess with that too much. But if you do need to adjust your spring tension a little bit, if you are having some tuning issues, or you have a little bit different setup that requires a different type of spring tension, you can do that. So just show you really quick how to do that. It's really simple. Just take your set screw right here, and you'll loosen that. You want to keep a hold of this usually though, because that spring is loaded. And if you want to go more spring tension, you will rotate it. If you're looking from the outside, you will rotate it counterclockwise. If you want less spring tension, you will rotate it clockwise. So going this way gives it more spring tension, going this way gives it less spring tension. And then obviously tighten that back down. You want to make sure that you keep these 2 pieces pressed together, because once you loosen this set screw, that spring retainer can come off. So just make sure you keep this pushed together so your shaft doesn't slide one way or the other. But that's pretty much it. Just a once over on the Micro Elite. Not a whole lot to it. I mean, it's a pretty simple rest. Lots of adjustment to it. It's just like all of our other rests. The advantages to this over the Pro, if you're used to the Limb Driver Pro, is obviously the micro adjustment on it, windage and elevation, and also the dual bushing. There's another bushing supporting the shaft of the that holds the launcher, so you've got just a little bit more support out here. But that's pretty much it on the Micro Elite.